Hello guys, hi my soul tribe. I'm Celeste TT Tarot and this is my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. And this will be my first time doing a channel message. But I felt like I was being pulled by the universe to pass this message. So I'm a big avid spiritualist, and I consume pretty much daily a lot of spiritual messages from the collective community. There's a lot of YouTube readers that are YouTube channels that I watch. But there's been a common trend that I've noticed, and in this 2022 portal, it's been passed on, the messages have been passed on from the divine and possibly even some of you guys as ancestors, to be cautious. And what I mean by being cautious is I've noticed that there's been a lot of like kind of egotistical, prideful messages going around. When it comes to reading cards, a lot of the time, a lot of the past energy will come out. Hurtful things that happen may cause additional triggers for us. And I would include myself as well. And some of those hurtful triggers could have to do with childhood wounds, abandonment issues, rejection, things of that nature. And a lot of the reactions in a lot of the comment sections will be saying things like, oh, never let this person around you, never entertain a past person ever, and things of that nature. And I would like to caution the spiritual community with always, keeping an open mind and an open heart about everything. If we are truly healed, as we say we are, and if we are love and light, then for us to put absolutes on life that is not absolute, for us to put negative energy into past hurts that may have occurred to us that we actually haven't healed from, that's a big indication that you've healed. Of course, the healing process is a slow process, day by day, but you have to live in the present moment, and you have to keep an open mind that all opportunities are available for you. That is how you manifest. Manifestation, the easiest part of it is to fix your mindset. If your mindset is, I'm never going to entertain a past person, well, how were you as a past person? Were you perfect? Were you awake? Did you not make mistakes? Did you not hurt people? Did you not lie? Did you not cheat? Did you not steal? I mean, God used in the Bible, for those of you who are very heavily read in the Bible. In the Bible, there are numerous circumstances of God using supposedly these broken people to pass his message. And you can hear my dog barking in the background as confirmation. He would use these broken people to pass his message, to show a message of forgiveness, true healing, and redemption. Everybody is entitled to that. Okay, and if we are chosen ones, we should understand that. If you consider yourself a chosen one, you should understand that better and more than anyone else. So for you to just cast judgment completely on another person shows that you aren't truly healed from what happened. You are still triggered by it. It still affects you, and it's not love and light. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love doesn't hold grudges. Just true unconditional love means that you see the best in everyone. Because how would it look like, or how do you think the divine is going to take it for him to say, this is your person, this is the right person, the wrong time? Maybe losing you caused them to have a reflection, to realize, what necessary work that they had to do for their own personal journey in order to bring you guys back at the proper time and divine timing. But a lot of you guys are just, I hear a lot like, oh, just focus on the new. Oh, focus on the new. I'm so over hearing about the old. The old, sometimes maybe that's a reason for that, why it keeps coming up. It might keep coming up because you truly haven't healed from it. If you're truly healed from it, then you'll take the information in and you'll be able to convert it to say, I learned that lesson and that taught me self-worth. that taught me whatever that person needed to teach you, and I'm able to take that and go forward, and now I'm more clear. I have more clarity on what it is that I exactly actually want, what I'll deal with, what I'll put up with, and what I want. So once you get that clarity, then you can live your life in the purpose of that clarity. Be an open and honest person. Only stand for open and honest communication when it comes to relationship. Being open-minded and being open to all possibilities and staying hopeful that what's for you will find you in divine timing. You don't have to do actually anything. Just continue to focus on yourself, continue to heal, and continue to live in the present moment. Your happiness is yours to cultivate. It's not found external to you, it's only found internal to you. You are the facilitator of your life, and you, as long as you're following it, doing your path, your purpose, and following in line with the divine, then you will be fine. Now, as far as these past persons that may have hurt you, like I said, it may have been a lesson for them as well to learn what to do or not to do for the next time that they are ready, once they do the necessary work, to provide that abundance, that love, that happiness, that joy, to bring that positive energy to the next person. You could be the next person. But if this person was to come back and re-enter your life healed the way the divine intended it to be, if you're in the mindset of, oh, I will never, ever look at this person again, think about this person again, like swipe them from my memory, that's not true healing. And you are not love and light, and you are not walking in your purpose. If the divine meant for you to be with that person, you will come together with that person at the right time. So for you to just not be open-minded to seeing the best in people, and for you to be negative about a certain person, means you're still holding on to the negative trauma and associations with that person. And that means that you need to work on your perspective. That means that there's an issue internally within you. There's shadow work within you that you need to do. Because if you're coming in with the same mindset and bringing the same energy and having the same negative expectations on this person, that person will mirror you, and you're going to go through the lesson all over again. But if you bring new positive energy, new hopefulness, new innocence, new possibilities into a situation that may have been painful in the past, but you truly healed from, then it could work out, and that could end up being your happily ever after. That could end up being what you actually ask the universe for, as long as you keep yourself open-minded to it. So I don't know why, but this message came in, and I just had a strong feeling. Try to keep it very short. I had a strong feeling from the divine to pass this message, this collective message for the collective, in that please stay open-minded. If you write someone off, the divine could write you off. And how would you feel about that? Would you want to be written out of the book as a chosen one because you're closed-minded? No. Would you want to not have your blessings come in and have all these bad things, karma, tower moments occur with you within your life? No. Don't you want to live in ultimate peace, love, happiness, and with unconditional love? Yes. But to receive unconditional love, you have to give unconditional love. To want other people to see the best in you and see that you've changed, you have to see the best in other people and see that they have changed. To stay open-minded, to receive love that'll be fulfilling, you have to be open-minded about that person could come in the form of a past person that you thought you had rolled off, that you thought, oh, that'll never happen. Well, that's negative manifestation. It'll never happen. How do you know? Is that within your control? Are you the divine? Do you get to say that it'll never happen? Do you get to plot out? Do you know what's in the future? Do you know what is future, what the divine's plans are? You don't. All you can deal with and all you know is your present moment, and be hopeful for the future. You say, I want a stable, loving, committed relationship. I want this. I want a house. I want wealth. I want abundance. I want somebody I can build with, I can grow with. Okay, that is what you, in essence, want. But if it comes in the form of a past person, you're going to write that person off because, oh, well, they did this, that, and the other in the past, and they didn't see my worth in the past, and they don't deserve to sit at my table. It's not your table. The divine gave you that table. And if the divine says that, yes, this person's changed, this person did the work, and this person deserves to come sit at your table, you going to cast them aside? I thought we were supposed to be love and light. If the divine invites this person to your table, his table that he's provided for you, you're sitting at. If the divine invites this person to the table, you're going to write this person off because of how they were in the past. So you writing this person off, how would you feel if the divine kicked you off the table? Because you're the closed-minded one now. You're the negative one now. You're the negative Nancy. You're the one negative manifesting. And with this 2022 portal, you're going to see soon, quick, fast, in a hurry that being that negative Nancy is going to have negative Nancy results. Okay? So what I'm being channeled to through the divine's channeling through me to pass off to the community. Stay open-minded, love and light. Unconditional love. Always see the best in people. I have heard the worst circumstances. I have seen the worst in people. Just giving a little bit of background about myself is I am an attorney and I work in criminal defense and advocate for the people. It is my life purpose. I was called from it since a young age. And I have seen the worst people, what people would consider the worst people, charged with the worst crimes, doing the worst things. But I've also seen those same people learn from their mistakes, change their mindset, change things in their life, and strive to have a better life, become awoke, and bring in this new positive energy. And it would have never, a lot of people would have wrote that, a lot of people wrote that person off, would have never believed that that person was the person that would be this new preacher, pastor, life coach, mentor, change their life around completely. No, everyone wrote this person off. Everyone. But in my as a spiritual mentor, in a spiritual community, as a person who considers herself spiritual, I didn't write that person off because I've seen the worst in people, but I've seen people who learn their lessons and change. I've seen it. I believe in it with all my heart and soul that people can change. You yourself know what you did in the past. You don't have to talk about it here. If you want to, you can. But you've changed. You're woke. And now you're in the spiritual community. If you don't believe that you're entitled to sit at the table for the stuff that you've done, then how are you going to write somebody else off from a table that the divine provided for you? You cannot. If the divine invites that person to the table, you guys better be open, ready, and willing so that you can get your divine blessings, so that your manifestations could come in, because that relationship could come in the form of a past person. These new people out here, you got to reestablish connections. You jump out here, you take a leap of faith. It could still blow up in your face. And then now you got to re-heal from that. You know? People are people. Life is life. You got to live in the present moment and accept what comes in as it comes in. You can be hopeful, but if you stay narrow-minded, oh, I'm only entertaining new people only. People I ain't never met. People I ain't never thought of. New people only. New love only. La la la. Well, guess what? The divine is always going to only present you with what you only want, and it might not only be in your highest good. So that was the message that I was getting. And to sum that up, I am going to pull, because I am a tarot reader, a collective message from the African Goddess Rising Oracle. I have it here. So I'm going to pull a collective message. Ancestral Spirits, Divine Guide, Yahweh, please give my readers, my collective readers, some guidance for this 2022. What is it that they need to focus on? Ancestral Spirits, Divine Guide, Yahweh. What is it that they need to focus on here? Any messages? I'm sorry. Also, please go lay down. Go lay down. Okay, got my crystal. All right. So the message that I got is etheric dancer, which is etheric chords. Okay. So it's, I'm sorry, Erzuli dancer, etheric chords, card number 27. Okay. So I'm hoping you can see this. Sorry for the glare. Etheric dancer, Erzuli dancer, etheric chords. Okay. And that's card number 27. So what does card number 27 says? It's in the Temple of Lovers. And the element is fire. So it's the fire element. And it says, if it isn't wholehearted love, release it. Remember your worth. The energy core is binding you and someone you no longer wish to be attached to are strong. You must be willing to let go. Close your eyes. See divine swords of God, goddesses, loving light, separating you and dissolving the cords between you. You are both whole and healed. Just as you shower to cleanse physical grime, there is also grime in the form of energy cords, also called karmic ribbons. Emotional cords or etheric cords, spiritual maintenance is required. The goddess declaration is, I am worthy, compassionate, and whole. Okay, so that was card number 27, and it basically summed up the universe exactly what I was saying. That negative mindset that you have towards a certain person from your past or several people from your past is keeping you from being whole and healed. It is still a karmic cord through that negative energy that connects you to that person. You must release it in order for you to be whole, in order for you to truly know your worth and to truly be a compassionate person. You must release that negative energetic cord that you have that's attaching you to that person with that negative mindset. Okay? And then the card that was at the bottom of the deck, and I can't make any of this up. You just heard the message before I even pulled any cards. It is, let's see, Medusa Rage, and that's card number 23. Sorry for the glare here. Medusa Rage, card number 23. And I'm going to read that one too, because I've been hearing a lot of rage, outrage in the spiritual community. As a spiritual warfare, if you are connected any way, shape, or form to someone you would consider low vibrational, if that person is low vibrational, they still have access to you through your negative, closed-minded, absolute mindset. Limited beliefs, that mindset, they are still connected to you. And through that, they are able to still affect your energy. Because this is about energy. You must raise your vibration, raise your energy, and release that cord so that you can vibrate higher and they won't have any effect on you anymore. Okay? But a lot of you guys are displaying rage. You are outraged. You are upset. And it's okay to feel the way you feel. You have to work through those feelings, work through those emotions in order to release them. But don't stay there. Give yourself time, definitely. This is not an overnight process. But you have to at some point release it and say, you know what? That happened. I learned this lesson from it. And now I want to move forward in my life. But you cannot write any person off that they don't learn their lesson from you. Say it happened. I learned from it. And now I want to move forward to do better in my life. And then when that person is now vibrating on the same level as you, the divine says it's now time to bring you two back together. But if you come back together, still connected to that low vibrational part of them, that is holding you down while they're moving up. You're going down, they're going up. So then when you see them, or if you run into them in the future and things are working out so well for them, but you're hitting tower after tower after tower after tower and your life is going to hell or shit, excuse my French, you're like, why? I'm the spiritual one. I'm the victim. I'm this, I'm that. Because you're holding yourself back by allowing yourself to be attached to that negative, limited mindset. So the card of rage, it's in the temple of shadows. Shadow work is necessary. Element is fire. It says, you are pissed off and petrified, angry and shaking, but underneath that you are hurt and heartbroken. Feeling undervalued is overwhelming. You can't stay silent anymore. Let your joyous hopes and beauty rage on. Take a breath. Close your eyes and put both hands over your lower abdomen. Tune into the part of you that feels out of control. Flood it with loving, healing, golden light. Now put both hands over your heart and do the same. You have a right to your full range of emotions, including anger. Can't make this up. Sacred rage inspires us to run for office, lead protests, and shift policies. But unhealthy rage can devour your very soul. Get clear on what is really happening. Get clarity. Allow yourself to feel your feelings, to see the truth. Just because you feel threatened does not mean you are being threatened. Goddess declaration, I have a right to feel my feelings. So I just said that. You have a right to feel the way you feel, but don't let it hold you down. Work through those emotions and release. If you got to cry, if you got to go to the gym and get on a punching bag, if you got to do some hard-hitted physical is a way you release, if meditation is a way you release, Reiki healing, cleansing, spa, bath, whatever you have to do, hanging out with friends, having fun, whatever you have to do so that internally you can get back into a place of joy, peace, and happiness, do it. But let go of those limiting beliefs. Let go of your mindset and your views on other people. See the best in people. Speaking love and light and compassion. No matter how people respond to you, work on it day by day. You know what? Maybe they had a bad day. Maybe they're going through whatever they're going through. And that's fine. I'm happy. I'm at peace. I'm alive. I'm breathing. And that's all that I can ask for. And whatever's going on with whatever other person's life, I'll send them love and light, peace, and happiness. Now, just me telling you that doesn't mean necessarily that I'm telling people that you need to reconcile with anyone or you need to take somebody back. I'm not saying that either. What I'm saying is that you consult with your spirit guides. You consult with your ancestors. You consult with the divine about it. That's what our intuition, our gut feeling, our discernment is for. People show you who they are through their actions. Observe the situation before you cast judgment. If this person is doing the same things that they did when you last left them, then you can make a judgment call that that's not on your vibration, and you can expediently exit from the situation. Make sure you have all the answers and all the clarity that you need before you make a jump decision because of projection. Because you are projecting your negative expectations on the situation, meaning bringing the same old past negative energy to a new possible situation. When it comes to reconciliation, if that's what you want, if that is not what you want, but the divine says that this, your divine counsels, your ancestors tell you that, well, this person is meant to be in your life in some capacity. Okay, if you want to take the friendship route, the divine is putting that person there for a reason. And it could be for you to learn another lesson because the divine feels like you're not learning your lesson. We are here to continue to evolve. We are here to continue to change. And just because we're meeting new people don't mean that we're learning new things. You can have that same kind of negative energy, which will attract the same negative people again and cause you to learn the same negative lesson with new people. The answer lies within you. The answer lies with you. After that past situation, this is a test. Have you learned your lesson? The divine sends you a test. Have you learned your lesson? Okay, it's new people. This person's so narrow-minded, they'll never entertain a past person. Let me send new people that's just like this past person. Don't get confused. Don't get it twisted because they new people. Oh, they new people, so yeah, it's gonna be a new experience, it's gonna be a new thing. Yeah, it will, with the same lesson. Because they doing the same thing the past person did, but because they the new person, you give them the benefit of the doubt until their actions show you otherwise. And then if you learn your lesson, you can expediently get out of the situation and not get caught up and get tangled up. But if you haven't learned your lesson, you get caught up and the history repeats itself again with these new people. With a new cycle starts. A new chapter starts with the same lesson. So in order to ultimately evolve, you have to stay open, compassionate, and that true love and light. Unconditional love for everyone, because we're all connected. We're all one. We're all one community. We're all one. We all come from one soul. And that is the divine. The divine is the only one who can cast judgment on anyone. So you may feel like this person hurt you. You may feel like this person harmed you. You may feel like the situation was unfair. But as long as you're living in your truth, you're living in love, light, unconditional love, and as long as you're staying open-minded and hopeful, your blessings and abundance will come. The universe, the divine will provide for you. You just got to get out of your own way. You just got to get out of that lack mentality. You just got to get out of that narrow-mindedness that I'm writing you off, I'm casting judgment on a situation. You don't have that authority. You don't. I'm sorry. I know it's going to be hard for a lot of people to hear. A lot of people might not even hear this, But those who do hear it, you are that much more woke. That much more woke. That much more closer to that ultimate happy ever after peace and fulfillment, and for having all your dreams come true. So that was the message that I had for you guys today. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you.